All right, I know I keep apologizing, and I'm sorry, but I don't know what's going on. You know, sometimes if I hit the button on the phone, any button whatsoever, it'll cut it off. I've actually got it set up so that when the camera is on, a phone call can't interrupt it, a text can't interrupt it, nothing's supposed to be able to interrupt it and stop it. But there's been some times that I've actually hit the button or I've touched the screen. Made another video this morning already, not long, 2 minutes. So I am going to throw that up there. You'll see it previous to this one. Because there's just certain things that I put in there that I was going to redo it, but I can't remember what I did. So I'm getting ready to put the the last pole in. I've got the anchors put in. As you can see, explained on the previous video, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll tie it up and see what happens. So here we go. Hopefully I don't cut you off again. So there's a problem. Of course there always is, right? I mean, you know, for the most part, it's doing what I want it to do. Unfortunately, this pole, I just didn't get it in at as much of an angle as that pole. And then I measured the center, and the center's only at like 5 feet, 5.5 feet or something like that. You know, I mean, it is pulling out on both ends, so it should be held tight. I guess it needs to be held a little bit tighter. So I either need to go at more of an angle when I have to pull this thing out of the ground. Maybe not this one, but the other one. I'm trying to see how even it is yard-wise. Like if you're, you know, if you're standing here trying to serve, I mean, I guess that's okay. But as you can see too, this left side over here definitely seems to be lower. And when I measured it out, it should have been correct. Okay, I can tighten up the strings a little bit more. I think I'm just going to have to take that one, the bottom piece out down there, and put it at a little bit more of an angle. So it'll get the same kind of resistance, and then I'm going to have to, I believe I'm going to have to, I have to start with this side, and I'm going to have to raise that side up. Those two anchors to see where I can get, because I definitely want the middle to be the right height. And right now I'm pretty sure that's too low, although it almost seems pretty close to the volleyball nets at where she's playing at. Maybe I'll take a break. She's actually got a practice on Friday. Maybe we'll just leave it this way for now, and she can, you know, play with it, and then I'll measure when we go to her practice to make sure, because I know I read the thing online, but I don't know if it's right. And of course, maybe it's lower for kids, and then I can make adjustments. But you get the gist. This is the volleyball net. This is how it's going to work. Making a few adjustments will make it work even better, even if I was to have to go higher past the point of the top of that, right? All I would have to do is put a connector on it that goes, you know, that would go up, and then I just add another pole to it, and then, you know, cut it off where I would need it, if I was to have to do that, which I probably shouldn't. But I think I'm just gonna have to change that one and make it go more of an angle, and you know, fool with it and adjust it over time. But that's it. That's the gist of it. That's how it works. Obviously, you see I can take the poles out, put them back in, and the whole idea of a fence, doing it, whether I'm doing it, you know, bunch of pieces just right next to each other, boom, 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 or a piece there, a piece there, a piece there, for a fence or a enclosure. Dad actually had a great idea, digging a little trench and putting the pipes that you need, you know, right sized in the bottom, right? You put it in the bottom, and then you connect it to a T connector. And you know, you basically are going to have the same thing happen. You're going to have that opening where the pole would go in, because it would be a T connector. So the one would go in here, and then the T connector would come up, and then you bury it, so it gives it support. Bury it, you know, depending on how low you go. Bury it with dirt, or maybe even concrete, whatever. I mean, depends on how sturdy you're trying to make it. Either way, you'd have the option to do all of that, and then you could do that all the way around. Still have the poles wherever you wanted them. I'm going to try the other thing first, putting the poles in the ground. That would actually be probably probably less money, especially if you were going to do a, you know, a fence right next to each other, boom, 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 because you'd have the one pole going across, and then you'd have a large, you know, pole that you just cut into smaller pieces. So you still have, you're still going to have a bunch of poles that you have to put in to go up, 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 up. So either way, we'll figure it out. Those are my ideas. You get it. And I'm sorry I talk so much. I'm definitely going to try to get better at shortening these down and come back with another video when I have something else accomplished, you know, over somewhere else. But all right, my first official volleyball net construction and installation. You know, got some tweaking to do, but I'm proud. You know, it worked, and it was a lot of work to get it done. So anyway, that's it for now. See ya.